Right then, welcome back to the channel. Yeah, yes, it is. It is a Holland shirt. Yeah, it is Van Persie though. How's it going? Did you enjoy the game? Game started off, didn't it, like an absolute rocket. And probably the worst thing Holland could have done was score early and make England have to come out and play. Because as soon as England went behind, they started to play. As soon as they got back on level pegging, they eased off again. They went for it with last couple of minutes, and Southgate gets fucking fluky again, and finds himself in a final when actually you can argue all he's done is complete fucking fumble his way all the way through to a final. But yeah, it's interesting. Wearing a Holland shirt because I thought I would fucking wind up everyone that I was watching the match with. But yeah. How can I wear that? I'm wearing a fucking shirt of a player I like. Did you expect anything less? I thought Netherlands were poor. And I thought actually I'll give England quite a bit of credit. Like they really give them a good going in the first half. Second half they changed tactic and it was fucking dire. But it was one of those, wasn't it? The first half was actually a real positive sort of showing from England. Went for it, tried to play front foot football, got amongst them, and really fucking caused them some problems. Softest pen the world has ever fucking seen. I honestly cannot believe that was a penalty. United have never seen a penalty like that, even with way more aggressive circumstances. And if that got given against you, you'd be absolutely fucking livid with that, wouldn't you? I mean, he's got every right to go and block, and just because Kane's followed through after the shot has gone, like, I don't get why it's a foul. I really don't. I don't fucking get why it is a foul. It's one of those, isn't it? But Heaven Soul says, nah, studs up, didn't get anywhere near the box. It wasn't, was it? And it wasn't a foul. It was so fucking soft. But yeah, Mainu, I think that's the thing to take out of this is Kobe Mainu is just an absolute fucking absolute disgrace of a player. He is incredible. Truly incredible. He put in a shift tonight that, shown maturity, carried the ball real well. I've never seen someone have so much time on the ball. It's actually ridiculous. Just an unbelievable joke. Kiel says, no, it's a fucking tackle on the shooting foot. It's not. It's never in a million years a penalty. That's ridiculous. Devon says he could have broke Kane's leg. Relax, I don't fucking think so. Absolutely never a penalty at all. But yeah, I think, again, Kobe Mainu, massive positive. Foden, he's supposed to create stuff, right? What the fuck does he do? I haven't got a Bellingham England top, actually, no. So I haven't got one of the England. Although I wouldn't be against having the Navy one. Navy one's a fucking smart shirt, you know. Notch says second half tactics meant Mainu wasn't even passed to. Yeah. Heaven Soul says getting man of the match over Mainu with just 4 touches, albeit scoring the winner, was just absurd. Do you know what? On the goal, Ollie Watkins, as he took it, I literally said he's took it the wrong side there. Like he had the opportunity to roll on the inside, didn't take that, and has put in a fucking shot of shots. I'd hold my hands up and say that was a fucking sensational finish there from Watkins. Fucking brilliant finish there. He's done so well to get that, and he's put it in probably the only place he could have put it, and megged the defender in the process. Fucking incredible, that. Fair play. I've been having a super chat there, says Mainu brilliant, but some idiot Arsenal fan coming out saying he doesn't make progressive passes. Also, did not think that Mr. Chris would sub Watkins on. Yeah, I did see that guy. Jay quote tweeted him earlier, didn't he? Saying that of all the players that have done whatever percent of passes, Mainu's one of the lowest for progressives. Like, and he had the fucking cheek to say in the sentence that he posted, let's add a bit of context to that. Well, let's add a bit of context to this. Of all the players that have completed like 100 passes or more, I think that's what it was, or in the 95%, whatever the fuck, I can't remember what it was. Loads of them are defenders, mate. How many of them? Like 40% of his fucking touches have come in the final fucking third. Like, you're forgetting that when you look at someone's pass to completion and ignore the fact that they carry the ball forward as well as someone like Kobe Mainoo does, you're being deliberately obtuse in terms of how you choose to analyse what he's doing. Because Kobe Mainoo at the moment is England winning normal time and Kobe Mainoo stays on the fucking pitch. Is that a coincidence? I don't fucking think so. What's my thoughts on the final? I think Spain are too good for England in every department. And I think that this is a poor representation of a Holland side with their own version of Gareth Southgate and Ronald Koeman in a manager. Someone who's got actual dynamic tools at his disposal. I mean, look at this Dutch midfield. That's not a Dutch midfield, is it? That's not a fucking Seedorf in midfield. It's a poor fucking Dutch team, really, isn't it? It's a poor fucking Dutch team. But yeah, I think Spain, I think they're too strong in defence, midfield, and attack for England. And I think if England go up, they definitely sit back and Spain score. And I think if Spain go 1-0 up, Spain are capable of shutting England out. Gary says Southgate has to get the United job if they win on Sunday. Why? What has he done here? People say subbing Watkins on. Okay. But what minute did he sub him on? Was it the 88th? Something fucking mental like that. Let's have a look. 81. Give him a fucking chance to actually do something. I mean, okay, yes, he actually has done something, but is that by luck or fucking judgment, man? RK says Koeman's a crap manager and has such a good bench that should have been first teamers. Yeah, Koeman is the fucking Dutch Southgate. He's held that team back, but it is a poor Dutch team in truth. Notch says poor Dutch, French, Belgium, and Italy team. Fancy that. England do better. Footballers United says Mainoo takes up such beautiful positions between the lines. Not his fault. Rice and Co don't have the ability or vision to find him. Rooney's waistcoat button says, can I do a scout report on Kadioglu from Fenerbahce, playing at the Euros for Turkey, 24, look good going forward. Matthew Freeze says, they're screwing with me. Who's screwing me? Is that also about the Southgate thing? Cobby says, main slime. Southgate ain't coming anywhere near United. He sucks, says Sokar. Sir Jimmy says 0.06 XG for that goal. Yeah, and outside of that, England didn't create half a goal. Obviously, the penalty you get like 0.79 for it. Red Ocean says Van Persie is an Arsenal legend, Steve. Fucking is he? Ginge says I'll be in Malaga for the final with my mates. Not happy as I'm Scottish and my mates are mostly English. It's going to be awful. Brian says should see Xerxes and Delit deals announced soon now. Yep, that could be a good one, I think. IR says we all said at the time Spain versus Germany was a real final. Shaq says Mainoo brings so much calmness in midfield. He is such a mature player. 64 Ahmed says we had three strikers, actual useful number 9s with Xerxes, Workhorse and Brobby, and he still insisted with the useless Depay. Liam says defo not England have to score first but hold on to it. Yeah, if England are capable, I think, of getting out of the blocks, scoring, and then scoring again. And I think if they got 2 goals, they're winning it. But they're not going to get 2 goals because they'll probably score and then clamp it down. Jockey says, how did the paddock match go this week? We had an internal 11v11 last night because we were supposed to be playing tonight and the opposition pulled out the slags. So we had an internal 11v11 and I had 4 15-year-olds playing and it ended up 4-3 to the team with the 4 15-year-olds in. We will trust the youth, ladies and gentlemen. I can't wait to see what we can do with them in the first team. They've got to be 16 before I can play them, though, in the first team. Daniel says, we are in a file. Why are people moaning? We deserved it. I mean, I think on the balance of probabilities, yeah, I think England did deserve to win tonight. I think they were better than Holland over the course of it. Holland was shit. It's one of those, isn't it? Do I think Xerxes get announced tomorrow? No. I just don't. Michael says, Steve, Kobe has been building up confidence in that squad. He'll score versus Spain. Heard it here first. Do you know what, mate? I actually think he might. I might put a couple of quid on that. November, Kobe makes his actual fucking senior start. And from November to today, the trajectory that he's been on is a fucking disgrace, isn't it? Isn't it mad to think that the 6 months that he had up until the final, where he's man of the match and scores, and then he's coming here carrying the fucking England football team on his back, playing like he's the experienced head in midfield here. He's an absolute disgrace. Absolute disgrace. Will I celebrate if England wins it on Sunday? Not my team, mate. I will watch the game, absolutely. Probably not in a Spain shirt, I'll be honest with you, but no, I'm watching the game. The same way I watched Germany-Spain, just interested in the football. The same way I watched Belgium versus France. I'm interested in the football. Junior says Van Dijk must hate seeing Mainu. Yeah, he was a fucking myth tonight and all, wasn't he? Do I fancy a wild camp up Kinder Sunday night? First team are doing a commando weekend this weekend, which finishes like tea time, I think, on Sunday. Lee says, stop being so negative towards England. It doesn't suit you. I'm being factual. I don't support England. It is what it is. Do you see the behind the scenes footage of when they scored and Roy Keane's just standing out like that, and Neville and Wright are losing their shit? That was this building. That was our bar when England scored, because that's my reaction. I'm not an England fan. It is what it is. Brian says Mainu is worth 200 million minimum now. Mainu robbed from man of the match. Yep. Daniel says, I don't care as long as Southgate gets knighted. He ain't a great manager, but he's done great things. What great things has he done? Like, a good manager actually wins some shit with his England team. Disco Stew says this is the most positive Steve's been, to be fair. I think they deserve the win tonight, absolutely. Uncle Ruckus says England aren't getting the ball at all against Spain. That's an old stereotype, I think, mate. I think if you have a look at what Spain have done in terms of possession in this tournament, they ain't really held possession like that. That's not what they've done. Let me just pull up some stats here for Spain if I can get them on while we're on here. Let's have a look. My computer's gone slow as fuck while I'm streaming. I'll try and get some comments in. Imagine Mainu scores the winner against Spain. I'll probably celebrate that, I'll be honest with you. So against Spain, they had... Where the fuck are the stats gone? They had more of the ball against Spain, 58% possession. Against... Let me just pull some of these up. Witterbird says, Virgil, they said I was finished. Van Dijk, aged well. Was that after the League Cup final? Yeah. Let me just pull some of these up. Right. Germany. Let's have a look. Georgia, they would have had most possession in that. Albania, Italy, Croatia. Spain versus Germany. Let's have a look. This shit has gone so slow. Germany had more possession. Spain versus Georgia, I'm fucking certain this was Spain had more possession in this one. 75% possession. Wow. Would I support England if they have a different manager? No. They've had different managers. Do I support any international team? No. I just like watching the football. Like, I can watch Italian football. I don't have to support a team in Italy. I just like watching Italian football. I like watching Spanish football. I like watching German football. I don't have to support a team to get behind it. Daniel says, Steve risked his life and fought for England, but fair play doesn't support him. The country is the United Kingdom, mate. Gary says, watch Paddock tonight, full of plastic reds going all giggle when the final whistle went. LFE says, Greece 04, Portugal 16, played horrible football. For all Southgate's flaws, if we win versus Spain, he can leave on the highest of highs. Adam says, Manu had a great game. Facts. Why bother doing videos in England? I did previews on all of the quarterfinals. I was going to do them on the semi-finals as well, but I didn't have time to do. Like, it's a massive talking point. Manchester United's star boy has been playing. I'm an English football creator. People would like to know my opinion for whatever reason. It's the same reason. Why do I do a video on fucking Xerxes? Or why do I do scout reports on whoever? Why do I do vlogs at international tournaments? Because people want to watch them. So I do them. What's his face says the country is England, sir. No, the fucking country is United Kingdom, mate. What does your passport say? You don't have an English passport. You have a United Kingdom passport. Steve says, hope England wins so we can see this melt cry. You won't fucking see me cry. Why would I cry? Lawrence says, never should have been a pen. Correct. Would I still take Simmons? Maybe. How do England stop Williams and Yamal? It's not them it is them I think you need to be worried about. I think it's the rest of the team and how it functions, to be honest. Best goal this tournament. I mean, Yamal's was quite fucking special, wasn't it? Burnside is back says, Steve, just getting through isn't enough. It's international football. It's crap. Getting through actually is enough. Look, if England go on and win it, yeah, fine. But if they fluff their way to a final and then fucking lose, then all of the errors and the mistakes and the things that we've been highlighting, because they're there, we're not inventing them, are valid. Mr. Miracle says, beat the teams we were supposed to be. Easiest route to the finals out of everyone. Never carried... players carried Southgate so far, and now we're playing against a team in Spain we're not favourites to beat. Yeah. Abhinav says, Rodri will have Manu nightmares. Sean says, I look like I've been crying. Do I really look like I've been crying? I think you're fucking projecting, our kid. Standard of football, this international tournament. I think poor. I think someone mentioned it earlier. It might be Notch. The big nations have not really fucking shown up, have they? France have been dreadful. Italy have been dreadful. Portugal, they're flattered to deceive a little bit, possibly because of Cristiano Ronaldo. But for the talent that's at their disposal, they've been dreadful. It's one of them, isn't it? Should Luke Shaw start for the Euro final? Probably, in all honesty, yeah. Carl says, Steve, the only question we want answering is, when is Heads gone back? Southgate can get in the crack canal in Droylsden, bring on the start of the season. When's Heads gone back? So next week I'm going shooting for 4 days. Can't wait. It's going to be well good. A week after, I'll be going to America. So I'm in Wales next week. Week after, I'm going to be going to America for United's pre-season. And then I get back probably first week of August, unless Ash is away. Yeah, I think so. Wait. 64 Armour says, other than Spain and Germany, no one played better football than England. Well, that's objectively a load of old bollocks, isn't it? What do you mean no one played better football than England? Austria played better football than England. Switzerland, outside of the England game, played better football than England. Fucking nonsense is that? Did you only watch England? Karen says, can I explain what it is about England that makes me not want to follow or support? Yeah, there's whole videos I've done, at least 2 of them on this channel, which explain it. But the bottom line is, it isn't in my heart. And I'm not going to fake. I like to try and be as authentic as I can. And I'm not going to... Listen, I would probably make more fucking money if I did support England. Think about that, right? I get asked all the fucking time to go and do content creation for stuff. You see all the people that are in Germany at the moment that have been tagging sticker companies and fucking things like that to go and fucking support England and this, that, and the other. And I don't do it because I don't support England. Like, I would literally make more fucking money if I did, but I don't. And I'm not going to fake it. I would never fake supporting anything like that because it's not my authentic reaction. I try for this whole fucking channel and my entire life, actually, to try and be as authentic as I fucking can. I hate fakery. So I would never fucking do that. Literally, go watch that little fucking footage of Roy Keane when England scored. That is me. There's the Euros final. We did it as a live for Rio's channel for the last Euros. Go and watch me when England fucking score. My authentic, natural reaction. This isn't forced. I'm not that fucking good an actor. I just don't care. Like, it's not. I don't care. It's the only way I can describe it. I don't really give a fuck. So, I hope that answers your question. Elliot says Georgia and Turkey would have smoked England on the counter. They've not been bad either. United is bigger than England. Yeah, and listen, it is a bit Scouse, I admit. And Scousers are very much in the same kind of frame of mind as a lot of Mancunians are with this. But it's a natural fucking thing. Andre says, just there you are. I'm from Liverpool and a United fan, and people want me to stop supporting England and United, but my heart lives and will never change for anyone. Yeah. James says, English fans booing the opposition national anthem is why we don't support England. The players deserve success, but the fans don't. Yeah, and the other thing is, right, so I have been fortunate enough to get tickets for England games. And I have spoken about this a few times, so apologies if you've heard this before, but me and Adam got tickets for England against Scotland 2016, 17, 18, something like that, at Wembley on Remembrance Day. So there was a massive poppy mural in the one of the ends, and we were sat in the block right next to the Scotland fans. And I'm looking at the Scotland fans, and they're all dressed in fucking skirt, what they call kilts. They've all got like the fucking Scottish regiment hats on, you know, and there's obviously a look and a stereotype and all the rest of that to the Scottish fans. And I look at them and I go, okay, that's them. I have no connection to these people. Cool. And then I look at the English fans, the 10 German bombers and the fucking people just randomly shouting the national anthem at people, which is such an uninspiring tune, by the way. And I don't identify with them people. I'm a United fan, and that's that. Jack says, Steve, stop being a hater. Who am I being a hater of? Chima says, Kobe is the absolute truth. Facts. Callum says, English fans also seem like the only fans who just want to fight everyone like thugs. When I was in Germany for Scotland, we were chanting Switzerland chants and they were shouting Scotland chants. I think the Serbians also were dabbling in a little bit of that, as well as the Albanians. So England fans aren't on their own, but yeah, there's a bit of an element of just, it's a very, to me at least, I would say it feels like a very London thing to support England. I think the further you get away from London, the less people give a fuck. And typically, I remember I text my dad, I was at the England-Serbia game, and I text my dad the list. I'll see if I can find it, actually. I text my dad the list of all the names across the flags. And I was like, these are not my people. Super chat there from says, understand Beckham was done wrong in 98, but there's no coming back for you. No. Listen, I don't love it, mate. I ain't going to fucking force it, and I ain't going to fake it. So it's just that. Hostad says, it's the Beckham issue that ruined it for you, isn't it? Understandable. Not just Beckham, but yeah, that's probably maybe 50, 60% of it, I would think. This computer's on its arse. I don't know if it needs updating or something like that, but it's really struggling. I'm just going to see if I can find the text I sent my dad. Where is it? Where is it? All right, here we go. So, I went with Alex Bagley, And I text my dad a picture from groundside, and it was fucking 2 hours before kickoff. And my dad texted me and said, "You're in early, aren't you?" And I said, "Alex was on a corporate and I had fuck all else to do, so I came in." And he said, "Fair enough, is it full of arseholes outside?" And I put, "Yeah, I legit feel fucking nothing towards England or England fans." I said, "Check this out, this is all the flags behind one goal. Wolves, City, Luton, Derby, Huddersfield, Leicester, Port Vale, Bristol, Lyme Regis, Birmingham, Bolton, Preston, West Brom, Aldershot, Villa, Watford, Mansfield, West Ham, Burnley, Swindon, Burnley, Plymouth." That was all the flags. There's one of them in it. Nick says, "Can I ask if you're not an England fan? Why did I seem disappointed after the Italy final loss?" Did I? Go watch it back. King Oren says, "Southgate's been one of the luckiest managers alive." Yeah. John says, "Steve, who do I love more, you or Kobe?" Kobe, pal. Shut the fuck up. B. Hughes says, "Wearing a Dutch shirt tonight is a bit edgelord." I don't know what that means. Jonathan, I literally just did it to wind all them lot up in there. It's fucking Van Persie as well, so how about have some of that? Do I hate England in all sports or only football? I don't hate England. I just don't support them. Michael Riviera says, "Shout out, good vibes, John." Erik says, "Am I staying up for Uruguay versus Colombia?" No, I'm not. I am getting off as soon as I finish this. Going home because tomorrow is going to be a fucking bitch of a day. I have got loads of fucking videos to do. Because weekend we're putting the paddock lads through like a commando course, and it'll be a good laugh. Bacaro says, "I love your channel, but this is mad now." What's mad? You need to stop, lol. As a mank, please enjoy things. I do enjoy things, but I don't fucking support England, so it is what it is. But like, how many Mancunians do you actually know? Because I'll tell you this for free. All the lads that was in there were supporting England, right? All no, it's a Cockney, and I'm not sure where a couple of them are from, but most of them are Mancunian. They were supporting England, but people are maybe it is a lot to do with the Beckham thing. Ben was texting me saying "fuck's sake" throughout the game. We're not quite fucking Scotland fan level of like disliking England, but like there's a lot of United fans of my vintage couldn't give a fuck about England. Genuinely. Maybe it is the Beckham thing. Steve-O says, "How was that training demo?" It's pretty good. I don't know what the outcome of it is going to be, but we'll see. Dak says, "Update on the new shirts, ETA." Like we said, back end of July, they'll be getting posted. Mark says, "Totally understand your reason for having zero connection to England. Do I think it ever get to the point where I can get that connection back, or is it done?" Don't think so. I'm fucking 40 now. When's it going to change? And Dry says, "United should sign Karioglu." This couple said that. Woody says, "Do like your stuff. Didn't want to get drawn, but I'm English. I'm proud. Not UK. Don't be a Scouse follower." No, I mean, you like, look, you can fucking have your own opinions on it, but the fact is, your passport says United Kingdom, and the British Army is the British Army of the United Kingdom. There is no such thing as a fucking English army. So I did not fight for England. I fought for Great Britain and the United Kingdom. That is who it is. There's no two fucking ways around it. In fact, doesn't actually say United Kingdom on this, but that's the fucking oath of allegiance. It says nothing about England. Hendrik says, "Pre-order the paddock shirt. Any idea on when we might get them?" Without being fucking rude, did you read the listing? Because the listing literally states it will be the last week of July when we get them, and maybe an extra week before we get to post them out. Are the paddock players doing an assault course? Not quite, no. Peter says, I'm English, I want England to win, but definitely feel more passionate as United as they're my choice. Seb says, Kobe Mainu is so good, he needs to run down the wing with spoons in his hands. Josh says, England gets a hard on thinking they're the UK entirety. What his face says, Scottish lads are banter though, that's fine. Do I want England to win for Kobe and Shaw? I would love it if they scored in the final. I genuinely would. Emre says, these stupid computer managers have ruined football. Everyone is running like a horse and the game is being played in the middle. Goals come from long shots, mistakes, or defenders. Did you see what Bielsa said? I mean, Bielsa's always a good temperature check for football, and I thought it was absolutely spot on. Which Netherlands top is it? I think... Is it 2012? Not 2012, is it? Is it 2014's? Mike says, just started coaching under 15s. Any advice? You just started at 15s? I don't know. It depends on what level they are, really, I think. Depends on what level you are. Because I think it depends on what you're trying to achieve with them. King Gorian says, I feel more connected to England when there's United players on the pitch. Yes and no. Ryan says, Shaw scored in the final and he said I didn't celebrate. Yeah, I didn't celebrate. Velvet Thunder says, Steve, I know the chat's busy, but could me and the missus have a shout out? We're on our honeymoon and I'm forcing her to watch you in Mallorca 6 minutes before her birthday. Fucking hell, lad. If you're on your honeymoon, you shouldn't be watching me on YouTube. It should be a lot more you're up to than that. King Dino says, Mainu is the truth. IQ levels above everyone else tonight. Fact. Super chat from Kay says, as a Dutch United fan, respect and love for wearing the shirt, rooting for Kobe and the lads in the final. Yeah, I mean, I did get some shit off the lads I was in there with, and one of them threw an England flag at me at the end, but it is what it is, isn't it? Rondo and Switch says, you're a joke, Steve. Give Southgate his flowers for today. For what? You tell me for what? I'd give England some credit and said that I thought they played real well in the fucking first half, but what of this is down to Southgate? People just think every fucking decision that happens on a football pitch is all manager, and if it goes wrong, it's all manager, and if it goes right, it's all fucking manager. People put far too much fucking emphasis on what managers do. Good managers can elevate a team. Bad managers are a bit of a fucking handbrake on a team. Most managers, like 80-85% of managers, are just semi-fucking competent, don't really add or take away from their fucking team in the slightest. And people are like, well, what about, yeah, that's the top fucking 5 and 10%. They can get something out of people because they're fucking good at the job. Anthony says, bit disappointed Koeman didn't bring Xerxes on for Depay, then brings Weghorst on before him, only gets 2 minutes when the Dutch are desperate. That's what I'm saying. He's the fucking Dutch Southgate, man. Like, you deserve to lose when you're making decisions like that. Retired fraud says Viva España. Muhammad Ali, probably not. Never mind. Says England have succeeded despite Southgate. My man drives a Ferrari like a Fiat Punto with a handbrake on. Dylan says, this is what I hate about England fans. They're so quick to forget how shite Southgate is because the players are doing good in spite of him. Balvinda says, we still don't want Southgate at United. JD and Coke says, Koeman clueless as Frimpong had any minutes. That's a fucking good point, actually. You know, I don't know. And that alone, with the season he's just had, just shows you exactly, innit? Yeah, you're fucking bang on right. Stan says, fuck's sake, you moan and blame Southgate for everything when England don't play well. It's almost like England have got a fucking good squad and he literally, like, why do I blame Southgate? Because Southgate is selecting tactics that actively work against England. when you look at the Spain team, the balance that it's set up with, the likes of fucking Ruiz and Rodri in midfield, they are playing football in a fucking style of play that you can look at and go, they are trying to do X. And this is what they're trying to do when they get the ball. They have a very functional number 9 in Morata. And they have 2 wingers that are going to get the ball and get at their fullbacks, and then they're going to cut inside and they're going to shoot. And because they've got runners that are going to stay on the last man on the shoulder, they're able to play long and they're able to play short. And that unpredictability means that they're difficult to play against. And that's why they're creating chances. That's why they've won every fucking game. That's why they've scored, I think, the most goals. And when you look at England, you cannot say that they've been set up with any sort of logic to how they play. You can't. They're set up to keep possession. Cool. Right. Okay. So why is Trent Alexander-Arnold playing then? Because you have to acknowledge when you play someone like a Trent Alexander-Arnold who has got vision and he has got a delivery on him, but you want everybody to come short and to come to feet. What the fuck is Trent Alexander-Arnold doing on the pitch? The 2 decisions, one, to play or attempt to play possession-based football, and then everyone that comes to feet, and then Trent Alexander-Arnold in the same team, is setting a team up because with no fucking intelligence to it whatsoever. No runners. And I said this from the fucking first, when we were guessing at what the team was going to be. And we were fucking correct in how it was. Janine says, you watch United on our honeymoon. Yeah, I watched United. I wasn't watching me on YouTube, though. Stan says, you just said managers have minimal effect. You're fucking dumb, mate. How about that, right? I said most managers have minimal effect. You have the top 5-10% that actively can elevate what a team does. And then you have the bottom 5%, which are going to actively work against your team. If you're struggling, ask an adult. Maybe we'll draw you a fucking picture. Peter says they're 100% away to shithouse it against Spain. However, it requires Southgate dropping his favourites, and the best weapon in order to do so is Rashford sat at home, so Gordon could play 3 minutes. Correct. Abhinav says, does the panic manager have an effect? I'm fucking top. I'll just say to you, do Paddock look well drilled? There you go. Do England look well drilled? There you go. Sadsack says, get over it, Howson. You'll still watch on Sunday. Of course I'll watch. Stan says, it works both ways. You can't blame him when they play badly and don't credit him when they play well. Full of shit. Well, you can. Because the evidence is right in front of you that he is incapable of setting up a team to do something successfully. How have they won these games? By the last minute roll of a dice. They haven't been hammering the people. Right, before you fuckwit start typing Fergie won games in the last minute. Correct. Now, did Fergie win games in the last minute by fucking hammering down a door and eventually breaking through? Or did he win it by having 2 shots and scoring 2 goals? You know the fucking answer, and you've been deliberately fucking awkward if you say otherwise. Steven says, have they had their asses kicked after the second half on Saturday? Yep. It was a bit shouty in the video session yesterday. Dan says, if Southgate saved my life, how would I cope? How would he save my life? He couldn't make the fucking decision. He'd be like, see them kids? Where they were fucking holding up a stick to someone who was drowning. Didn't want to get their shoes wet. That'd be him. Miles says, never forget that Southgate tried his best not to take Kobe to Germany. Mohammed says, why can't United sign to Debo and just not play him in Europa League? I think it's a transfer thing. I don't know. I don't know. Why was I in Germany? To do the podcast with Rio. Edgar says anti-football is a style of play. Football is not patterns. Football is who scored more goals and who didn't get goals scored against them. That's it. Yeah, all right, yeah. If that's the level of analysis that you want to go to, well, they better win it, and I better not hear anything about how they were close. Alexander says, should Kane start in the final? He's gonna. It's a waste of a fucking question, mate. I'm going to be honest with you. He's just gonna. Emmett Toner with us is saying, I haven't seen a super chat from you. Unless the chat died. I haven't fucking seen your super chat. Where? When? No, I'm not seeing it, mate. It won't let me go back any further than this. I can't see it. Bielsa versus Pep versus Mourinho. Discuss. Jose's the best out of them. Pep's standing on the shoulders of Cruyff. And Bielsa is the fucking maddest out of them, but the one I would most like to go for a drink with. Shaq says, when you're in Germany, who was the best person I met? Rooney, probably, because I've never met him before. I mean, obviously Roy Keane, but I was just fucking nervous with Roy Keane. MC says, what do I think about Burnley and Huddersfield finding out they're near London after my killer analysis 5 minutes ago? Well, yeah, obviously, I said it feels like it's very much a London thing to support England. But also people from crap towns support England as well. Sokar says, Steve, these people don't even watch the vids, otherwise they'd understand why I don't give a fuck about England. You're probably right. Do I think Mourinho is better than Pep? No, I think anyone that's being objective would recognise that Jose Mourinho is better than Pep. Pep Guardiola's done some real good things, but he's done some real good things with like all the backing that anyone could fucking hope for. Jose Mourinho won a fucking treble with Inter Milan when they were not fancied in the fucking slightest. And he won a treble with Porto. Like, recognise the difficulty that someone's playing the fucking game with. Jose Mourinho is objectively a better fucking football manager and tactician than Pep. Objectively. Janine says Ed Sheeran, obviously. Ed Sheeran was a bit of a surprise, actually. Yeah, that was pretty cool. And he was real nice, to be fair. That was one that I didn't expect. Yeah. Hisham says, crap towns, question mark. I don't know how more to fucking explain that. Darren says, what about wanting England to win for Cobby, Shaw and Heaton? Same as wanting Portugal for Bruno and Delo. The problem is, one, the English press and their fucking propensity to go absolutely turbo overboard at anything that England fucking do. And two, all the fucking gammon and the fuckwits that'll say that this, like, I'm seeing people with a straight face saying Pickford's the greatest goalkeeper that's ever played for England, which is just utter fucking wibble. Ryan says, if Jose was so good, what's he doing at Fenerbahce? Bayern chose company over him. Oh, fuck me. Honestly, grow brain. Alexander says, who's impressed me the most? Love to see how Mainu is keeping delivered. Honestly, Yamal at 16, how can you not be impressed with that? John Appleseed says, you're right, Steve. You remember the shooting range in Qatar? That was me. Shooting range in Qatar was class. Hendrik says, tell us everything. How did the chat with Roy go? Word for word, please. There wasn't a lot of words. It's Roy Keane. And it was just sound. It was like 2 fucking lines. That was it, really. Didn't have a chance to really say much to him. Is an overachieving team better than an underachieving potential team with a mediocre manager? Is that a fucking stupid question? Stephen123 says, does Rio always talk about when he saw Edin Dzeko in Nando's once? Don't think so. Did I buy sweets in TK Maxx for 40 quid? Doesn't sound like something I would do. I don't know when the last time I was in TK Maxx. Am I sure I weren't in M&S? Don't know where this is going. Where is Jamie O'Harristy? Wheelbarrows. Best comment we've had all night. Teeman says, Steve, was it a penalty? Nope. Who or what am I shooting at for 4 days? Targets. And they'll be getting fucking decimated. What is the best moment of my life? Well, the missus is watching, so 26th of May 1999, we fucking scored against Barcelona, obviously. Peter says, honestly, I just want to see England win something to see the monumental sesh that happens afterwards. To be fair, I think it would be fairly entertaining to witness the absolute fucking meltdown and see how it goes off. I might fuck off to Scotland for the week. King Oren says, if England win on Sunday, the streets of London will be an absolute party zone. I'm fucking glad I am in Wales on Monday. Callum says, who's going to get more shots on target, the shooting range or Spain on Sunday when they shag England? Oh, it's still definitely me. Up your kilt says, the ref was bloody crap. I thought Scottish ref were bad, but this guy ripped it. This is the guy that's been done for match fixing, right? Absolutely no fucking comment about that whatsoever. Events, bar hire, weddings says, how can you be on the dole and still make it to every England game? I don't know what they're talking about there. So Jimmy says, best be prepared for a spanking by the missus. Tim says, I reckon your count went up like plus 50 for the treble comment. Janine just commented saying div. Ryan says, Southgate beat a top nation. Do I give him a credit? Which top nation has he beat? Holland. No, not at all. And I'm pretty fucking sure on Vibe with 5 I said they beat fucking Holland. Did I not? Zana says, thoughts on the amount of minutes Kobe has played now at affects United starting the recruiting. He'll be fine. Where am I going? Wales. I'm off to press that in. South Wales. Which players do I think will get scapegoated this Sunday? Oh, Kobe Mainoo. Fucking 1,000,000%. If it doesn't happen for England on Sunday, it will be whichever United players are on the pitch. Luke Shaw, who's probably not fit, but he's probably going to play, or Kobe Mainoo, who is the least experienced player in the England squad, and will be asked to do loads of work, and will probably get fucking done by Ruiz and Rodri because they're absolutely brilliant, and that'll be how it fucking plays out. Emmett says, I missed your thoughts on a Kane penalty. Walker also kicked Ake in the box. Would that have been looked at if Ake rolled on the floor? I didn't see Walker kick Ake. But yeah, I saw some holding at corners that would have been just as much of a penalty, and I don't understand it. Alpha Mega says it's not a penalty. For me, it wasn't. Billy Red says, I'm fucking tired with these Southgate staggers because I was up late last night watching the World Champions get into a final. 100% better football. Shaq says probably make Rashford the scapegoat. Up your kilt says South Wales, is that not the home of the SAS? No, that's Hereford. But there is obviously a lot of military shit that goes down. Brecon and all that lot is Senny Bridge training areas in South Wales. There's loads in South Wales. So yeah, I'm going down doing some fucking bang bang, bang 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 bang, and a bit of bang bang. Joshua says we need to get the perfect partner for Mainoo. Who do I think will work well with him? What profile of player? I don't know if we're going to get Ugarte done. It's kind of cooled a little bit on him. Could be because of the copper, but I don't know. Is the one. If Kobe was Spanish, he'd have $1 billion release clause. Which rumored transfer excites me the most? Euro. Mr. Miracle says Rio just said Southgate needs his flowers as he got every substitution right in the tournament. I have not. I've just had a text here off Ash. Let me just see what it is. I can't play it while I'm on. Teeman says, ball clearly goes off Stones. Goal kick England. Yep, correct. Anyway, right, I'm going to wrap it up here anyways. Hope you have a fucking wonderful night. And if you're celebrating, celebrate. Good luck and all that jazz. Otherwise, take it easy. Enjoy the game on Sunday. And I'll catch you lot in the fucking next one. All right? Loads of United content coming out tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. See you in a bit. Bye-bye. Hey, watching the video. If you are new around these parts, then don't forget to subscribe. My channel is proudly supported by my community on Patreon. If you'd like to get a little bit of extra content, a Discord group, meetups, five-a-side games, weekly podcasts, behind the scenes, and even an occasional bit of transfer news as and when I get it, then for the price of a pint, you can show your appreciation for the content that we make and get some goodies for doing so as well. Check the link in the description or click the button right here. You'll also find all of my socials here too if you want to follow me on any of those platforms. Nice one.